Keenan, good afternoon to you. We continue to follow that developing story from Metro Airport. That's where two planes clipped on the tarmac this morning. It happened as one plane was making its way to the de-icing pad. 7 Action News reporter Nima Shafee was the first Detroit reporter on the scene, and he has the latest.
The pictures tell the story. The long lines do too. And so do the frustrated passengers. Jim Bishop and his wife were on board the American Airlines plane on their way to Cancun.
We were going to the de-icing area, and the one plane, I don't know if our plane was too far over to the right or his plane wasn't pulled forward enough, but they clipped.
News of the crash spreading quick on social media. The large chunk of the American Airlines wing dangling there in this photo. American Airlines confirming Flight 1241 with service to Dallas collided with Southwest Airlines Flight 9 on the de-icing pad.
The problem is after the fact, we sat out there on that tarmac. They shut the engines off because they didn't know if a fuel leak or something like that. We sat out there for well over 2 hours. It was stifling hot.
Take a look at this. The aftermath, investigators looking over the wing of that American Airlines 737. Airport officials telling Action News the fuel tanks were not damaged, but as a precaution, both airlines kept passengers on their planes before returning to their respective gates. That Southwest plane that was actually clipped, the tail end of it, now parked here at gate D19 of the North Terminal of Metro Airport. You can see the investigators there making their way around the plane as part of their investigation. Terry Jennings is on her way to see her aunt in Dallas. She was sitting right next to Jim. In fact, she told Jim something wasn't right after they passed the first plane before clipping the Southwest jet.
And then I watched the wingtip shear the bottom of the other wing and then take the tail off of that plane. And it's kind of like you're watching it, but it's slow motion because you can't process that something like that is happening. We felt a shudder, and that was it. It was just freaky. I don't like to fly, so this was a little nerve-wracking anyway, and then watching it happen out the window was very surprising, definitely.
On board American Airlines Flight 1241, 150 passengers and 6 crew members. Southwest Airlines says their plane was headed to Dallas too, and on their plane, 95 passengers and 5 crew members. Hours after both planes made their way to their gates, the lines inside the terminal long. Passengers eager to get rebooked. A spokesperson for the Wayne County Airport Authority tells me the National Transportation Safety Board cleared the planes early so they could return back to the gate so those passengers on board those flights could be rebooked on later flights so they can get to their destinations. Inside the North Terminal, Nima Shafee, 7 Action News.
Nima, thank you.